All right, we're going to give it a 2-minute warning because I definitely will be swearing in the very near future. And there is a reason why. And, well, there's more reasons than just one why, but there's a big reason. So I'm just going to wait for the herd to emerge, basically, and then we'll get started. I'm not going to waste a ton of time tonight getting to business. Welcome to the Thundercloud Corpsto and congratulations on your wrench. It's a prestigious wrench. It's the best wrench that ever has been. So, there you go. It's not a golden wrench though, so it's not even platinum, so it's not that good a wrench actually. It's a rusty wrench, but you need to work your way up to get a platinum wrench. So, there is that. I do need to wait for Mr. Sagery. He has asked that I give him a couple-minute window before he joins. You can have the golden wrench. I'll take the platinum wrench. That's the way it's going to be. And I don't even know where to start. No, it's not actually available. It's not for sale right now. I need to message Sage. Is he playing Path of Exile? He's not even online, motherfucker. Shit. I wasn't even supposed to swear within the first 2 minutes. That's why I said there's a 2-minute warning. But Dan, I need you to get Sage's attention. We're down a wrench. I mean, well, I guess we're kind of at our normal wrench limit, but we were supposed to expand. Sage, you made me swear within 2 minutes. For that, you need to hit the like button. Okay? You know what? I'll do it with you. I'll hit the fucking like button because we already blew this stream. We already blew this stream for swearing and that sort of thing. Sage, I want you to tell me what we're going to start with tonight. Because your wrench is better than her wrench. So please, tell me what you would like to start with. Because I am going to go mad Mel Kiper tonight. I'm going to lose my fucking mind. And there's a reason for it. Because I've been burying this deep inside for 3 fucking hours. So do we want to start with the problem? Or do we want to end with the problem? That's the question. Sage, please tell me what you want to do here. Because I kind of wanted to end with, fantasy baseball. So if you want to talk, we can talk. You want to talk about a rig job? Then we're going to talk about the NBA. So what happened here today was a complete debauchery, a complete mockery in the world of sports, and it's absolute fucking bullshit. I'm so fucking mad right now, and there's a reason why. There's a reason why. These motherfuckers in Dallas trade Luka Doncic for fucking Anthony Davis, and what do they get in return? They get the first overall pick because they fucked the dog, they screwed the pooch, they didn't get the job done, and I'm fucking angry about it. There was a 1.8% chance, 1.8% chance that they would get that one overall pick, and they fucking got it. Explain to me how that's fucking possible. Explain to me how that's possible. It's so clear that they're catering to fucking Mark Cuban, the Dallas Mavericks, because they made a fucking horrendous trade with the LA Lakers. And to me, that's it. I'm done with draft lotteries. I don't want to see it again. If you finish in fucking first place, you get the 32nd pick or the 30th pick, depending on your sport, and vice versa. There's no more need of this. This is such a fucking horseshit thing to do. And I honestly, fuck you, NBA. Fuck you. Fuck you, David Stern. Fuck you, other guy. I think David Stern's dead, so I can't even fucking say fuck you to him. But that is such fucking... How? How does that work? That should never happen, ever. You've got a 1.8% chance. And let me guess, they did it behind closed doors. Let me guess. They did it behind a little lottery behind closed doors. This is the fucking worst thing I've ever heard of in the history of draft lotteries. Let's just fucking stick to their seedings and move the fuck on. Because this is enough. Honestly, I've said it over and over and over again. No one is ever trying to lose, because if these teams are trying to lose, guess what happens? You get fucking fired. That's what fucking happens in the world of sports. No GM, no coach is ever trying to lose, because then they know they're going to get fired and they're going to move on. 1.8% chance gets that fucking one overall pick who's going to be a great player. A great player. And they just happened to trade Luka Doncic in a terrible trade. Everyone harassed that trade. Sage, correct me if I'm wrong. Everyone said that trade was just a fucking moose turd. No? I think that really hurts the fucking integrity of the fucking sport. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it, and I cannot believe it. Unbelievable. It's just like when they fucking wanted to rig the deck for fucking, what was his name? Rose, to go to Chicago. A 13 overall seed went to the fucking Bulls. Bullshit. Bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. A 13 seed is a fucking middle of the pack seed. They should not have a shot at a goddamn 1 seed. What are we talking about right here? What are we actually talking about? I told you I'd get a little Mad Mel Kiper tonight. And I went a little Mad Mel Kiper. And I might go a little Mad Mel Kiper more. So let's move on. Because I have had enough with the NBA draft. Let's move forward. Let's progress. I am so fucking mad right now. Alright. We'll stick in the NBA because, Sage, I've got some good news for you, my brother. Sage, I said, I've got some good news for you, brother. And guess what it is? The New York Celtics defeated the lowly Boston Celtics to extend their lead to 3-1. And the fat lady's not singing yet. But she sure is hell warming up her voice. So hell yeah, and hell to the fucking yeah. Fuck you, Jason Tatum. 42 points wasn't enough. The Knicks are moving to the goddamn fucking semifinals to face the Indiana Pacers. Fuck you, Cleveland, as well. Let's move on to the next topic here. And that will be that with 2 minutes and 35 seconds left, I've already put the Minnesota Timberwolves in the hashtag because this was about an hour ago. Because I know what I'm talking about a little bit. Up 112-98, game's over, put a stamp in it. Fuck you, Golden State. Let's turn it over to a goddamn new sheriff in town known as Anthony Edwards, the Ant-Man. Ball game's over, you're down 3-1. Fuck you, Steph Curry. I hope your hamstring never fucking returns to form. And that brings us to an update in the NBA Finals. So Minnesota's up 3-1, as I just said. The Thunder and the Nuggets have a nice scholarly match. They're 2-2. We'll see what happens there. You know, that's the only series that seems to be respectable right now. The fucking Cavaliers and the Pacers. Fuck you, Cavaliers. The Pacers are taking it next game. Praise Tyrese Halliburton, okay? He's going to win it next game. Dan drafted him. I'll tip my hat to Dan. He was a great scouting director in the NBA. He's not doing as good in the, MLB these days for fantasy, but he did find Tyrese Halliburton. He thought he was a stud. When I was like, motherfucker, this guy was just drafted like 8th or 15th overall, whatever it was. Dan did find him, so I'll tip my hat to that. And as we said, the New York Knicks are up 3-1 on the Boston Celtics. So that concludes the NBA. And Sage, I'm still angry about the draft. So I think we should move the fuck on to the NHL. There's no anger in the NHL for me. Tonight, business as fucking usual. The Carolina Panthers won 5-2 over the Washington Capitals. And again, that fat lady's warming up her voice. Haven't put a fork in them yet, but they're about to. I really think that Washington is done like dinner, so that's really all I'm going to say about that game. I didn't watch, don't have enough, intel to kind of give you, but I will say 5-2 Carolina. They're moving on. Not quite yet, though. You want to be a scout? We'll hire you. We'll hire you up at the Thundercloud. You want to scout for me? I mean, I'm the one who put the nail in the coffin for you. I buried you. I'm sorry, Dan. Your season's over. It's not going to get much easier this week. As Mom told me, Dan, your own mother told me on your fucking birthday, happy birthday to you and Nathan. I forgot to say it yesterday on the live stream. On your own birthday, Mom said that you won't beat Sage. Her and I were talking, Dan, and she said this on your birthday. So maybe you should just become a scout. You can be a Jerry West. Jerry West did great things for the Golden State Warriors. He was never the GM, but he was a good little scout. He found Klay Thompson, Steph Curry. He was the one who was like, yeah, let's shoot more fucking threes. Shout out Jerry West. Rest in peace, Jerry West. You weren't the best, but we do love you. All right, let's move on to the next game in the NHL. Enough NBA talk. I might end it with an NBA rant again. I'm not sure yet. The Edmonton Oilers got a shutout with arguably the worst goalie in the fucking league, Picard. The Edmonton Oilers got a shutout against the Golden Knights. They're up 3-1. They've got a fucking stranglehold on the fucking Vegas Golden Knights right now, and it's not funny. They're committing a fucking crime against the Vegas Golden Knights. This series is over. I'm not even going to say that the fat lady's warming up her voice. Put a fork in them. They're dead. Let's move on, and let's take a look at what remains in the playoff picture. We've got the Jets and the Stars. Another inadequate series where Sage was right. The Dallas Stars will easily manhandle the Winnipeg Jets. They're up 2-1. Expect them to go to 3-1 after the next game. Sage was right. We already said it's 3-1 Oilers going up against the Golden Knights, who have been a great expansion team. Let's not kid ourselves there. The Leafs and the Panthers. I said it before the series started. This to me is the real fucking finals. This, to me, is the bee's knees. Whoever wins the series won the series. It doesn't mean another team choked. It certainly doesn't mean that. It just means that we had a fucking real cockfight. This series is the most competitive of all the series, I believe, that's been in the playoffs so far, and potentially in the entirety of the playoffs. Capitals down 3-1 to Hurricanes, so that's not necessarily a good series there. So we've got the NBA out of the way. We've also got the NHL out of the way. The draft is bullshit. The Raptors, Dan even threw a you're too old now? All right, you could be a consultant. You could be Edwin Encarnacion for my team. You're too old? Flap that wing. Come on over. Come on over for the real thing. It's 114-101 for the Minnesota Timberwolves. We're not going to follow that game anymore. That ball game is over. It's roasted. It is so fucking roasted. It's as roasted as my face right now. I swear to God. You believe the you know what, Sage? That's a good point. Because the Stars did have to overcome a 2-goal deficit in the third period. So I tend to agree with you there. That's probably like a tie there. And this is why NHL formatting needs to be better, but let's not get into that tonight. I've already had my blood, you know what I mean? Like, my blood pressure's been high a little bit. I don't need to be talking about fucking Gary Bettman and the goddamn fucking NHL formatting because I might lose my fucking mind. Now, for those of you who are watching and didn't hit the like button, kindly hit the like button or I'll fucking hit you. And that's all I'm going to say about that. I do have. It's not stupid. It's far stupider than you could ever agree of. Drops of stupider are in the air. That's what I would sing. I would sing, that song by Train, except I'd say drops of stupider. That's what I would say. Now, the NHL formatting is the worst in the world. The only problem that I have with the NFL formatting, because I don't mind it, 1 to 7, that's fine. But, I do not like the formatting and the fact that if you win your division, you get a home game. I remember back in, 2010-ish, 2011, something, I don't know. Might have been 09, something like that. It wasn't 09 because the Saints won that year. But I remember the Seattle Seahawks had a 7-9 record, and they went up against the Saints, and they won. But they had home field advantage. It's like, why do you have home field advantage? You're a 7-9 team. You're going up against a team that won 11 ball games. So that was proposed this year as a rule change, and the owners voted against it. I don't understand it because think about last year, just this last year in the NFC North. The NFC North had obviously the Detroit Lions, who were fucking great, the Minnesota Vikings, who were just as good, right? And the Packers, who were 11? I think they won 11 ball games, the Packers. And instead of any of those teams being, home field advantage folks, they gave it to the Tampa Bay Bucks with 9 or 10 wins. So how does that make sense? But you know what I don't like about this? It's okay, you put up the Leafs against a fucking team that is worthy of a cup, has won a cup, has been to the finals 2 years in a row, and still you're going to have these fucking jabronis, if the Leafs lose, saying that they're fucking choke artists. No, this has been a fucking hard-fought series. The Leafs lost last game. I agree. The game before was anyone's game. The first 2 games was anyone's game as well. It's been a great series. But that's what I hate about this fucking narrative whenever it comes to Leafs. It's it just downplays the effort and the greatness of the series. Because we're just talking this team choked, this team choked, this team choked. That's all New York, or not, well, yeah, New York too, but I'm saying Toronto media wants to talk about. Is they want to get these little fucking, just fucking terrible storylines going. Choke. Okay, well, choke on your own dick and stop fucking writing about shit you don't fucking know what you're talking about. How's that sound? Seriously. I'm sick of journalists that don't know what the fuck they're doing. Tell the fucking facts. Don't be how can we compare this team to a team of 10 years ago, to a team of 20 years ago, to a team of 25 years ago, 30 years ago, etc.? You can't. They're different fucking players. I don't believe Austin Matthews has choked. He's been a good player. He's missing the net. Has Matthew Tkachuk choked? He doesn't have one fucking goal against the Maple Leafs in the last 15 playoff games. Has he choked? I'm not talking about Matthew Tkachuk choking. I like Matthew Tkachuk. I don't look for these fucking narratives. It's bullshit. It's fucking bullshit. And the fucking people that serve you these narratives, they are also bullshit. Most journalists don't know what the fuck they're doing because they don't know how to stick to the facts. They stick to the clickbait, and that's all they'll ever do. So, talk to me about fucking choking. Well, I'll talk to you. The journalists choke every fucking time they try to regurgitate the same fucking story over and over and over and over and over and over again. I am going to do something that I have not done before. I am going to end it off, unless I get on an NBA rant, which poked the bear, and he probably will be there. But I am going to add someone who I think is an absolute stud in the world of fantasy sports. I'm currently doing it as we speak, and I am currently going to drop. Who shall I drop to make this happen? Because I'll read up on this motherfucker once I've added him. Just give me a second here. Dan, don't be peeping eyes. All right, we're going to drop... we've dropped Mitchell Parker. Mitchell Parker of the Washington Nationals has been dropped. And welcome to your newest member of the Supreme Team, Jordan, the King, Lawler. I have added one of the top players in baseball. He is a rookie. Dan, I'm doing your job for you. Usually you find these rookies before me. I found this motherfucker before you. Jordan Lawler. Let's read a little excerpt about Jordan Lawler. How about that? We're going to read about him. While I'm bringing it up, he's going to play third. What? He's going to play shortstop. What? And he's going to play second base. This is one of the top prospects in all of baseball. And now he is mine. Now, I just dropped a good picture for you guys. Mitchell Parker. Mitch Parker. I know he doesn't have the sexiest name in the world, but that's all you're going to get from me. This guy has power, speed. He is a 5-tool prospect, and he's now mine. And so the rich are getting richer in the world of fantasy sports. We might have some information about the Green Bay Packers. So what the fuck is Adam Schefter saying here about the Packers meeting with Jaden Reed's agent, Drew Rosenhaus, who is like the Scott Boras of the NFL, to clarify the status of the team? Oh, no! We're starting to have a little drama in Green Bay because we drafted Matthew Golden and Savion Williams. Oh, great. Okay, well, fuck you. Jaden Reed, you want to move on, then, we'll keep you for another year and we'll get a goddamn compensatory pick for you. So, fucking move off it, man. Fuck you. You're a slot receiver. That's all you are. We like you. I love you. I love watching you play. But, move off of it. Holy fuck, man. It looks like the... oh, my God. I hate the New Orleans Saints. Like, I don't know how you could be $70 million over the cap and still looking to sign free agents. But they did host, cornerback Asante Samuel for a visit. I actually don't think it's a bad visit for them, but still, man. Like, the NFL needs to, like, cool it a bit with their salary cap that doesn't actually exist. You know what I mean? I'm just seeing if there's any more NFL news before we move off of it. Yeah, okay. Packers offensive coordinator Adam Stenovich said there's a zillion ways to use wide receiver Xavier Williams in the offense. And you know what? This is a raw prospect, I will say right now. Mostly used on the outside in his college career. I mean, he's 6'4". He's a big motherfucker. He will be probably mostly a go-deep kind of guy. But he had fucking over 50 carries last year as a running back. He also had about 50 throws as a quarterback. So, could be a wildcat guy for the Packers. So, an intriguing prospect, but I think he's raw, so I don't think his snap count is going to quite be there. The only other news we got is just a couple things here. So, Trey Hendrickson is basically saying that no communication has taken place between his camp and the organization's post-draft. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. He'll be playing with Cincy next year, I think one way or the other, with or without a contract extension. But it's just kind of it's a noteworthy thing to bring in for someone that's had 35 sacks over the last 2 years. Aaron Rodgers is going to be a Pittsburgh Steeler. We'll just put it that way based on this most recent report. We kind of know he's already going to be one of those guys. He's going to be with those guys. So this is what kind of, actually, I was reading this today, and this kind of confused me a little bit. I'm just going to read this verbatim, however you want to say it. So the Bengals contract talks with the number 17 overall pick, Shamar Stewart, has stalled because of the team's training camp bonus offer. That to me is weird. I will get to your post in a second here. So they're saying all round one rookie contract values are predetermined by the rookie wage scale. They are also fully guaranteed. Per Mike Florio, who I do believe is a good source, the contracts training camp bonus has become a device for putting a sizable chunk of the player's pay in the pockets future years early in the season. Okay. So it's kind of a maneuvering of the cap. I mean, this is what Roto-World's saying. I don't know if this is true or not. They're saying it's an embarrassing revelation. I do think that the Bengals do have kind of a frugal owner there, and he definitely does business. He plays hardball. He plays hardball. To cap off the Minnesota game, they won 117-110, so they won by a football score. Dan says, let me just see what you're saying on the computer over here. 1 second. So the Raptors had a 32% chance of picking in the top 4 and a 53.8% chance of picking in the top 7. The odds never go in the way of the Raptors. The Raptors didn't get any of that. Yeah, let's just trade Scotty Barnes, and Dick Grady, and maybe a couple other guys there. Who's that guy we got from the New Orleans Pelicans there? Brandon Ingram. Let's just trade all three. Let's just make a fucking travesty of a trade, and then we'll get a first overall. I have never, and I promise you, I have never ever been as mad as I am tonight about the draft lottery. I think the integrity of the NBA right now is so fucking bad that can't happen. I know, yeah, I mean, the Raptors being top 4, okay, I get it. I mean, 54% chance of picking in the top 7. But we're talking about a 1.8% chance of getting a number 1. I get it. I don't like any draft lottery. I promise you. I think draft lotteries should not exist because I don't think teams actually tank. The players aren't trying to tank. Why would a player try to tank? So they can have horrible numbers and not get any money? Makes no sense whatsoever. I can't wrap my head around this one. To me, like, this just, like, oh my God, like, you guys think I might be putting on an act or whatever? No, I'm actually fucking angry about this. This actually fucking cuts to the core of me, and it actually fucking pisses me off. Is it David Stern? Because I think David Stern... It's Adam Silver. You know what? A big fuck you to Adam Silver. Yeah, go tell YouTube I said fuck you. Try to get me canceled, you son of a bitch. You already fucked me tonight, you fucking asshole. Like, fuck. Fuck you, Adam Silver. And I retract my statements to David Stern. Rest in peace, David Stern. You were better than Adam Silver. Sage is saying, I think it was staged from day 1 of the trade. No way the owners keep Nico as GM after that trade happens if there wasn't something big coming back in the way of compensation. I agree with you, Sage. I agree with you 100%. This is a conspiracy theory, but this conspiracy theory, I think we all know is true. I don't think there's any debate. None of us are arguing. I don't think if I had, you know what I mean, like 50 people in here right now talking to me about this, I would say that fucking 1 or 2 might go the other way because they're fucking idiots. There's no way. This is just like, how? How does that... It was such a bad trade. Do you know what? I'm going to get the fucking details of the trade because I'm so fucking mad about this trade. Let me type in Luka Doncic, Anthony Davis trade. And let me just see what the fuck the trade was. Details. I hope that other people are talking about this the kind of the way that we are. Like, as if they don't fucking talk about it this way, then they are fucking idiots. Honestly. Like, straight up. Just straight fucking idiots. So the Los Angeles Lakers got Doncic, Maxi Kleber, Markieff Morris in this trade here. And the Dallas Mavericks got Anthony Davis, Max Christie, and a 2029 first. How do you do that for a guy, Luka Doncic, who was averaging 29 points per game? How? How do you do that? I swear to fucking God. How do you do that? I am fucking spitting angry right now. Honestly, it makes no fucking sense. I can't wrap my mind around this one. It doesn't make any sense other than fucking tampering. It's fucking tampering, man. Yeah, he wanted Luka and LeBron because it's a good fucking story. Great. LeBron's gone in a year. So good little storyline. It was, very short-lived. Great. Fucking Anthony Davis can't even play fucking 50 games a year. Are we being real here? Yeah, exactly. That's what's going on. But, like, how do you get the first overall pick? Let me just check the NBA standings. And I'm going to sort it by the entirety of the league. If NBA will let me do that. They probably won't let me do it because they know that I'm onto them. That's the way I see it. Sons of bitches, man. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me right now? This is the biggest fucking piece of horse shit I've ever had to fucking eat in my life. And I have eaten horse shit. What? I didn't say that. Alright. I do have the stats coming here. Overall. I don't want the conference. Can I just get the NBA? They don't do it like baseball. Your website's not as good as baseball, motherfucker. Okay. So the Dallas Mavericks... What? No! Dan, I need you to grab me a beer. No. I'm going to lose my hair. And I don't got much left. Are we kidding? Are we actually kidding right now? All right. No. Sage, I don't know. Can you Google that for me while I kind of look at this a little bit? Because this is fucking asinine. This is fucking so bad. No, I need a hydration right now because this is too much for me. I can't do it. I'm gonna have a literal stroke. Okay. Sage, you find that out. I'm going to do a little... Wow. No. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So remember 11. So, there were 11 teams that were worse than the Dallas Mavericks. 11 teams were worse than the Dallas Mavericks. The Chicago Bulls had the exact same record as the Dallas Mavericks. So that should be a coin flip right there for 12th shittiest team in the league. Are you kidding me? The Dallas Mavericks played a play-in tournament game for the playoffs. Are you kidding me? The Spurs jumped from 6. The Spurs, Sage, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The Raptors were worse than the Spurs, Sage. So they were actually the 7th. The Raptors had a 30-52 record. The San Antonio Spurs had a 34-48 record. And we're picking 9, they're picking 2? I'm gonna... Yeah, I know. That's 1.8%. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, why don't they show the fucking bingo balls? But at the same time, why are we doing bingo balls at all? The NFL doesn't do this shit. And it works perfect. You finish where you finish. If you're going to be good all the time, you need to fucking pick in spots that aren't ideal all the time. And vice versa. How long has the Browns, the Cleveland Browns, been a shit organization that had top picks? This is fucking bullshit. I'm actually 34-48, 30-52. Okay. So we're the 9th overall. Okay. I mean, this isn't as bad as Dallas, though. Let's not kid ourselves. Dallas played for a playoff spot. Pair him with Wemby because we need to make San Antonio great again because San Antonio is a great draw. So let's just... No. This draft lottery stuff needs to stop. It's ripe for abuse, and it's clearly been abused. This is just... Are you fuck... I'm sorry. I'm sounding like a broken horn a little bit here, but like... How does that happen? The fucking Washington Wizards won 18 games. The Utah Jazz won 17 games. How aren't those your number 1 picks? The NFL lottery, I agree, was bad, and I did say it was bad. They tried to put some stipulations to try to make it cool or whatever you want to say, and I still don't like it, but at least they're doing it like publicly, and you know... Oh, the number 2 prospect's a 6'6" guard. Oh, go figure. You know, Wemby plays fucking center. So let's just have a fucking 7' fucking 5 guy with a 6'6" guy. Okay. Yeah, okay. That is so bad. You know what? I'm about to say I'm done with the fucking NBA. What happened tonight was a fucking travesty, and I want you to fucking acknowledge it. A fucking 500 team, just about. 476. A 476 win percentage. A 476 win percentage won the number 1 overall pick against a 207 win percentage, a 256 win percentage, a 220 win percentage, a 232 win percentage, a 293 win percentage, and a 317 win percentage. And the Raptors a 366 win percentage. How? I just called the NBA out. You guys can fucking edit a video all you want, but this... Nah, I don't think we should spend too much more time on this because this actually has me so fucking upset. You have no idea. You're talking about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 teams that had under 40% wins, 6 of which were under 30% wins for their percentage. Tag Adam Silver right now. You know what? I'll fucking tag him right now. Thank you, Sage. Good fucking suggestion. He's only got 3.2K, but he's been tagged. You've been tagged, bitch. You fucking kid. Now he picked 9 overall. Guess what? The Raptors aren't going to do shit with 9 overall. You get a good player, not a great player. You get a 2 player, you'll be all right. But I'm not saying the Raptors needed to have that 2 player. But if they had a 53 or 54% chance of having a top 4 guy, that's big. That's big, like that's huge. Or top 7, like But how does a team that wasn't even that bad? They had a play-in game versus the fucking Golden State Warriors, or 2 games, however they do that weird format now. They could easily be in the playoffs right now. I'm sorry. To me, that doesn't make any fucking sense, and that's all I gotta say about it, really. Honestly, that's like just a slap in the face. Think about if you're like a Utah Jazz fan. Like the one thing you had to hope for was a first overall pick, and you're not even in the top fucking 2. Or you're the Pelicans, who are also fucking terrible. Or you're the goddamn fucking Washington Wizards or the Charlotte Hornets. Those 4 teams were terrible. They had 21 wins or less. So three of those teams had less than 20 wins. Do you know how bad that is to have less than 20 wins? That means you lost more than fucking 75% of your games. I don't think a lottery should exist, first and foremost, Sage. But I think the lottery should be spaced out in terms of, okay, let's divide it by 5. Yeah, this is a Bret Hart screw job. You know what I mean? Like, divide by 5, okay. The top 5 teams roll for a dice based on certain percentages, okay. Because there's 30 teams in their league, I believe, right? So you divide it by 5, that makes sense. Then you divide it by the next 5. You go 6 to 10, and the next, 11 to 15, and then you go 16 to 20, and then you go 21 to 25, and then you go 26 to 30. To me, you bracket them. If you're going to do it the way you're saying, Sage. I agree. But it's just like when the fucking Chicago Bulls jumped up to get Jalen Rose. It's the same thing. They just wanted the Bulls to be great again. And guess what? Shortly thereafter, the Bulls became pretty fucking good again when they got Jimmy Butler, paired it with Jalen Rose. But guess what? Also, karma hit them in the ass when Jalen Rose became injury prone as fuck. So let's just fucking hope that this goddamn number 1 overall gets injured as fuck and it comes back to bite them. Sage, I agree. I think everyone should pick based on standings. I was just throwing it out there as an idea. And you know what? My idea is better than Adam Silver's fucking shit-ass ideas. No, I don't think anyone should be. Like, I think, okay, like, if we're going to bracket it off, okay, like, let's look at the year. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 of the teams in the NBA this year had under a 30% win percentage, right? Okay. Well, those teams should be picking in the top 5. Somewhere. I'm not saying they need to pick number 1, but, like, there was only 5 teams under 30%. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. All right, we could hoot and holler all night. We're gonna have to call it here because I'm still flabbergasted. I'm not gonna get any answers. I know the answers. It's a trade-off to make the fucking Lakers great again. They needed to have a franchise star over there, and I think Sage is right. Apparently, there was something in the works beforehand that Adam Silver said, "Hey, you'll get the first overall pick. Don't worry, we'll take care of you." That's what happened. All right, that's it from the Thundercloud. We will reconvene tomorrow. Let's hope that tomorrow is a happier day, because today was not a happy day in the world of the NBA. I know. I know, Sage. It is horseshit. All right, guys, that's it from me. Why is tomorrow going to be a nightmare? because I'm going to run it back or something. Make sure you hit that like button. Need them likes. Right now, I'm sick to my stomach to even cover them. To even cover their fucking store. I don't think the Leafs play tomorrow. The Leafs get an extra day off, don't they? You know what? Maybe they do, Sage. Maybe they do. You know, before tonight, I would have said that LeBron James trade proposal you just said would be impossible. But you know what? Maybe they do. I think you're onto something there. It's not impossible. Yeah, I think they get an extra day off, so we'll cover it tomorrow. Tomorrow should be a more relaxed atmosphere. Again, I will try not to go mad Mel Kiper, and but I wonder what other teams were screwed out tonight, because we only covered 2. The Clare one, which is Dallas fucking everyone over, and then our hometown team, the Toronto Raptors, getting fucked over by, not even that fucked over, to be honest, with the Raptors. But we're just talking percentages, right? 1.8 versus, 53.9. Big difference there, right? The Raptors should have theoretically had a better chance at the first overall pick than the goddamn Mavericks. Yeah, they'll put Davis in as a goddamn throw-in. It'll be a throw-in pick, and Dallas will eat the salary and give him the number 1, too. That's what's going to happen, Sage. Unbelievable. All right, let's put a bow on this thing. Good work, everyone, for the amount of effort you put in the chat there.
Raptors had close to a 4% chance.
Yeah, 1.8 versus 4. I mean, that's still not very good. All right, have a good night, everyone. We will reconvene tomorrow. Over and out from the thundercloud. That was bullshit.